if we're to look at the Vancouver, now these numbers, these literally just came out, these numbers right here. So you can see them on that screen. I get to see them here. So if we look at January, and you, by the way, all of you could create this exact chart. You don't have to do it any different, right? Now the reason it's so powerful is because when I published this, I think in the second month I published it, I got around 70,000 views. Now think about that number. That means a lot of people were interested in this content. Would you agree? So if you look up here, you go sales, January, Greater Vancouver Real Estate Board, 1,800, 2,200, 2,500, 2,500, 2,800, 2,400. So June ended up being lower than May. But look at the active listings, 6,900, 7,800, 83, 98, 11,000, almost 12,000. So our active listings are as high as they've been all year, and our sales are slightly lower than they were in the month of May and the month of April and the month of March. Now, you look at this, you say, well, months of inventory. And this is the number that matters right here because this is your supply and demand number. That's what matters the most. 3.8, 3.5, 3.3, 3.84, 4.6. Now you'll notice here, because we only had, inventory that was below 4 months, what was happening to our prices? They were still going up, weren't they? Because a balanced market is 5 to 6. Would you all agree? So if you're below 5 months, your prices are probably still going to rise until we get here where they start to balance, because it gets closer to that 5 to 6 months. So very clear how this all works. But here's the big number right here. June 2018, 2,400 sales. June 2017, 3,893. Your sales are off by 37.7%. That's a big number, everybody. Active listings are up by 40%. Months of inventory is up by 109%. Okay? Now, your price year over year, your composite benchmark is up, by 9.5%. So here's what we've got to realize. We've got to realize that no matter how we cut it, the pie is 37% smaller. Inventory is much higher. If we have, let's call this 5 months of inventory, what percentage of listings are going to sell every month? 20%, right? 1 out of what? 1 out of 5. Do you see how you start to have conversations with buyers and sellers now? Now you become valuable to them. So look at this. These are micro markets, detached apartments and townhouses. So let's look at our months of inventory. 4.6 generally, detached 8.5. That means we're getting close to 10. If we're close to 10, what percentage are selling every month? 10%. 1 out of 10, okay? 3 in apartments. Apartments still very, very strong. Townhouses still very strong. This is where your weak market is right here. Now, could you take this and break this down to a smaller geographical area if you work a certain area? And the answer is yes.